This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble. Why? Because it is the Most High that delivereth them. You see that? The scriptures talk about how the heathen are going to witness the strangeness of our salvation. Okay? Why? Because we do the will of the Most High. All right? The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. Damn. So the Most High is going to take the righteous out of trouble and put the wicked there to bear that brunt. Okay? Continuing on, verse 9. And hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. So how do we do the will of the Most High? How do we do the will of Yahawah? Well, first of all, we got to know his judgments. We got to know him. And how are we going to know the Lord if he doesn't give us this word? So this goes to show you, when it's all said and done, this word is very important, man. Very important. What you got? Go ahead and bring it, bro.
So 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse...
This word get pushed.
So 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, it said, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahawah is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, or will with the temptation also make a way to escape, and ye may be able to bear it. Yeah, so it says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. Like, you know, say like us, for example, right? You know, each man has his own burden to bear, but there's nothing that, you know, happens to us that hasn't happened to another brother or whatever. Or it's like, you know, the Most High is basically going to make a way for you to get out of that situation, you know what I mean? There are stories about how the elders, you know what I mean, they might have been homeless for one time, like sleeping on trains and all that stuff, but the Most High made a way for them to get out of that situation. That's why the Most High, you know, like this brother talks about charity. You know what I mean? Even the fact of helping the brother build him up to where he can get out of the situation or whatever. So it said, there have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But Yahawah is faithful, will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So the Most High is going to give you an exit or a way out of that situation that you deem to be like, you know what I mean, negative to where you can't get out of it.
Alright.
Sirach chapter 2, verse 1.
Bring that.
It says, our son, thou come to serve Yahawah, prepared our soul for temptation. So this is the wisdom of Sirach, right? And it's basically saying to, you know, the Israelite, when you come to serve Yahawah, when you start making those first steps, fearing the Lord, trying to keep his commandments, you got to prepare yourself for things that are going to tempt you, for things that are going to go wrong. And, you know, it's not a smooth, you know, road or you know what I mean, voyage or whatever. It says, set thy heart aright. And that's what we did when we came to the truth. We tried to put ourselves in order. We tried to get our minds right. It said it constantly endure because, you know, we're going to be going through all kinds of trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? We're going to work, the car breaks down. We don't have enough money to repair it. You know what I'm saying? The boss is talking to you all greasy or whatever. The woman's, you know what I mean, you hear about something that's petty or something like that. You know what I mean? Your children, you know what I mean? Your career or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, to each his own. Everybody has their own trials and tribulations that they have to constantly endure. It said, and make no haste in times of trouble. So you're not supposed to get all, you never seen it. Make not haste in times of trouble.
Yeah, basically, don't get impatient. Don't become, you know what I'm saying?
Make mistakes, do something stupid or something.
Right, there you go. Don't basically, without overcomplicating things, don't get emotional about it. Okay?
But I was gonna say, like today, I was helping my uncle, you know what I mean, fix something, this job he was doing. We had this guy, I don't know what, he was some Northern Kingdom. This dude, we making a turn, this dude like, cause he got like a pickup truck, and you know pickup trucks, they're slightly longer. So it's like, why are you gonna get this close to this dude when you hit the car and you dent in his car? It's like you're trying to do a hit and run basically.
Not that I'm gonna
it's like
intervene.
one part of me, the carnal part of me was telling me, like, rip this dude out the car or whatever.
Yeah, hurt this guy. Exactly.
Yeah, because he hit on my side, but then I'm just like, all right, you know, it's a car, you know what I mean? My uncle pulled a little dent out, it's just buff out the scratch. It's not that serious, but it's just the principle, you know what I mean, that he did this, but at the same time, you know, we got bigger fish to fry or whatever, so don't get sidetracked by cardinal man and stuff like that.
I got a scripture to back you up. Okay. Alright. This is the book of James, alright? And that right there is a perfect example of how to be when it comes to living in this cesspool, man. You don't get emotional. You don't start acting like, you know what I'm saying, life is not, you know what I mean? Because we're suffering for a much greater cause, alright? This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Do you hear that? So, according to the scriptures, we are promised a crown of life. When we go through the hell we go through, we don't go through it for no reason, man. Okay? We're not going through all of this extra for no apparent reason. The Lord said that I'm going to read that one more time. Blessed is the man, this is James chapter 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, okay, tested, like this brother was earlier today, okay, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. And what needs to be understood is we're tried every day, me and this brother. And I'm sure it's a lot of you occupy here that can relate, man. We're tried every single day. Alright? If it's not one thing, it's another. Okay? You own your own business, but you gotta look for work. That's a trial right there, man. That's a trial. You got a woman, but the bitch don't know how to behave. You know what I'm saying? You can't smack her upside the fucking head or else you'll get in trouble. That's a trial, man. That is a trial. That's something that's gonna burn you the hell up. Alright? You at your job, if you have a 9 to 5, your boss is a dickhead, but you can't fucking put a foot up his ass. Or else you'll go to prison. You'll lose your job. That might be your only way that you eat every day. Yeah, that's a trial, man. Alright? Endure it. Endure it. Because guess what? All you brothers that's in this word, that's pushing this thing in truth and in sincerity, hey, what does the scripture say? We do it to attain a crown of life, man. Bring that. Oh, good.
John Sirach chapter 2 verse 3. It said, cleave unto him and depart not away, thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
There you go. Bring that.
So it said, so basically, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to attach yourself, you're supposed to stick with the Most High, right? It said, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increasing at thy last end. That's why the scriptures say, he that endureth unto the end, the same
Shall be saved. That's right.
So you gotta endure it to the end. You can't, you know what I mean, do it for a while and then stop doing it or whatever. It said, whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully.
Yep.
It said, and be not patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So this is a basic scripture that, you know, a lot of younger brothers in the truth, you gotta put this in your mind. Every time something happens, I think about this scripture. It says, let me read it again. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Yep.
And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Right.
So you know what I mean? There was times where, you know what I mean, I was you know what I mean, I was reduced to living in like roommate houses. There's other brothers I know that was reduced to that, you know what I mean? not having money, having just enough money to get a train ticket to Philly to go to camp, just enough money to get food for the week, just enough money to wash my clothes, just enough money to pay my rent. You know what I mean? I was working like 7 days a week, you know what I mean? But the Most High gave me just enough so that I would be able to do, you know what I mean, what I need to do in order to survive and to be a good soldier for the Most High. It said, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Right.
So the Most High, it's other scriptures where it compares the Israelite man to gold. And basically the Most High, you know, gold, you know, heat it up and purify it to get out all the impurities. And that's what's pure gold. Except for gold is tried. That's what trying gold is. The gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
That's right.
So the Most High gotta try you. It's like in the military, right? How you gotta make it through boot camp. This is like boot camp or whatever. Most High. So it's like in boot camp, if you don't make it there, you're not becoming a Marine or a Navy SEAL or airman or, you know, whatever other, you know what I mean, we get the point.
Showing you that there has to be a sense, even in Esau's wicked ass army, the brother just showed you that there has to be a sense of actual discipline there, man. There has to be a sense of, you have to be able to endure hardness, okay? Because the role that you're looking to undertake, man, you're gonna be given a lot of hardness, okay? But you gotta be able to endure.
It said, believe in him and he will help you. Order thy way aright and trust in him. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really believe that Yahawah is gonna bring us through the fire. It said, believe in him and he will help you. Order thy way aright and trust in him. He that feareth the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not astray, he shall fall. So it's saying, ye that fear the Lord, it's saying wait for his mercy. Because Israel, they gotta be patient, they gotta wait. You know what I mean? You gotta wait for the Most High to recompense our enemies. Like, we can't just go out here just like the Black Panthers or the Taliban or whatever they want to do right now.
Hey, what can I say? Prophecy got to be fulfilled. The scriptures say that salvation can only come through Yahawashi. All right. So, like the brother said, you can't rely on outside factions and think you're going to take this devil down by yourself. You're going to fail. Why? Because according to prophecy, it is Yahawashi that got to take this down. All right.
It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Exactly. Look at ancient Egypt, man. Every soul that believed in Yahawah Shem Yahawashi back then was not touched by any of the plagues that came upon them people. Look at the ancient Babylonian Empire. Hell, look at the ancient Greek Empire. Look at all these empires that they came and went. Everybody in these different time periods and these different captivities we were under, everybody that believed in the Lord, how many of them were ever actually defeated, trampled down, destroyed? What evil prevailed over them? All right? So we got to be patient and wait upon the Father. All right? We got to be patient and wait upon Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Okay.
I'm just giving a couple of comments.
Yeah.
So, you know, what the brother was saying, you know, what the scripture was saying about, you know, whoever was forsaken by the Most High.
Right.
So it says, it's Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. It said, but without faith, it is impossible to please him, for he that commendeth, for he that cometh to Yahawah must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So it says, straight up, you gotta have faith. That's one of the key components.
My brothers, I'll see y'all again.
It says, without faith it is impossible to please him, and he that cometh to Yahawah must believe that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Right.
So if you diligently, you know what I mean, seek after the Most High, try to the best of your ability to do his commandments, the Most High is going to reward you.
That's right.
It said, by faith, Noah, being warned of Yahawah of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared the ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness, which is by faith. That's what we're doing now. We're building like a spiritual ark, basically, so to speak. Like every brother that would come out here and, you know what I mean, fish, like, you know, like the scripture says, fishes and men. We're trying to build a spiritual ark. You know what I mean? And when you see, it's like how back in the time of Noah, they were, see, before, when I say elect, I'm talking about his son. Everybody else was basically destroyed. And then you had his son, Sham, and Japheth. Their wives. Their wives, they made up the next generations or nations to come. That's how you have all the nations that are out there.
Right. All right.
So we're Abraham's kids also.
So it says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in times of affliction.
That's right. The Lord loves his people, man. The Lord will never just shit on his people and then leave them. No. As it is written, the Lord is a faithful power, man. The Lord is a righteous power. The Lord is not a man to lie, and furthermore, the Lord is not affected by change. He is the same today, yesterday, and forever, man. So that means if he chose us and we were the apple of his eye before even creation, then guess what? We're the apple of his eye now, and we're going to be the apple of his eye in the kingdom and beyond. All right?
It says, woe be to the fearful heart.
I'm just showing you the apple.
Go of two ways.
Read that again.
It said, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands.
Right.
And the sinner that goeth two ways.
There you go. Woe be the what?
It said, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands.
Yep. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands. Why is that? Because their fear is not of the Most High. Okay? So because they don't fear the Lord and they fear the world, their hands are faint. Okay?
But again, they fear the world, but they don't fear God.
So woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
There you go. Real quick, let me bring this precept up because you said that. This is the book of Psalm chapter 37, starting at verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Okay? You got a lot of guys out here, man, that they see a lot of this so-called riches. They see a lot of these so-called lifestyles out here, man. And they basically bigging that up in their minds. Alright? But these same guys, if they, you know what I'm saying, if they truly believe, they look at that and say that it's folly, man. I'm trying to follow the Lord. That's what they would be really thinking if they had wisdom. Alright? But what does the scripture say? The scripture say, fret not thyself because of evildoers. And what you read as? What did the scripture say again? Woe be unto what?
It said, woe be, so like woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
There you go. He believeth not. Alright? He believeth not in the majesty of the Most High. So therefore, his hands are faint. Okay?
I believe what you said last time about
he's basically looking at the world around him, and he sees more value in the world around him than he sees in this word. Alright?
So it's woe unto you that have loved patience.
Got it.
And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
Woo! That was deep, because this is what verse 2 says. Psalm 37 and 2. It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. You hear that? That's what's going to happen.
when America fall, everybody who's following America fall right with America.
Read that one more time.
And the bad seed.
It said, woe unto you that have lost patience.
Yep.
And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
What will you do? All right? Because in truth, there's nothing you can do. You'll run. Yeah, basically, asked out. You'll run, but you'll eventually be caught. You'll hide, but you'll eventually be found out. Hell, what did the scripture say? Woe be unto them whose works are in the dark, and that saith none can see me. Because the Lord hath already blown up their spot, man. If Esau can't hide, what makes you think you can? All right? What makes you think you can? If them that rule this earth can't hide from the Lord's judgment, what makes you think that any of us can, man?
My money says that too. You're right.
It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
Nope.
And they that love him will keep his ways.
There you go. They that love him will keep his ways, man. So guess what? Fret not thyself because of evildoers, man. And be not envious. Be not envious against the workers of iniquity, man. So see, them that are out here working iniquity right now, their works are literally being sown. Like, I always tell this brother this, man. Hey, look. The case has to be made before judgment can be brought down, man. So the Lord is going to allow these dummies to do what they're doing. But when it's all said and done, they just bore record against themselves. Oh, damn. They out here doing all this wickedness. We looking at that. A lot of us, we envy that. But what we don't realize is all that's happening is the Most High is just jotting down the wickedness that they doing. Oh, okay. You thought I didn't see that, but it's cool. I saw that. I see exactly what you're doing, You over here coveting your neighbor's wife? Yeah, you don't think I don't hear them songs that you be making, bro. The Lord is looking at all that. When you go back to the account where the people brought the woman unto the Lord and asked the Lord, tempting him, oh, what shall we do unto her? What did the Lord do? The Lord looked at them and was like, okay. He was starting to write on the ground. He was writing all the sins that they were guilty of. Writing all their sins down, showing you that you can't hide from the Most High, man. You're a joke if you think you can, because all that's going to end up happening is eventually when that judgment is brought down, all of the wickedness that you was doing, he going to pull it up on a roster for you. Well, let's see here now. You fucked up here especially, so, you know what I mean?
You know what? Let me
all are gonna see the judgment seat very soon.
Let me say,
right?
Said
they that fear the Lord will prepare their heart and humble their souls in His sight, saying, "You will fall into the hands of the Lord, and not into the hands of men. For as His majesty is, so is His mercy." Yes, so it says, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble themselves in His sight. You know what I mean? Like you have to humble yourself. The Most High, like it says in the scriptures, contrite spirit. A contrite spirit.
Lord, see the devil off a contrite spirit. And a lowly heart or something.
I'm in agreement with you. Let me say this last thing. My sister told me that, oh, you're not up on texting. I'm not into phone because that's leading to the beast. The smartphones lead to the beast.
Oh, I'm saying, touch on what he's talking about a little bit.
Oh, okay. We were talking about earlier, right?
We didn't really talk about this in a while. This is the mark. The scripture called the mark of beast, RFID chip. But they've been doing this for years, but they actually inserted people's hands.
I know. The phones, these phones get hot after a while.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
This is that mark, all right? The word there for the six right here is actually the word karagma, okay? Which means a thing inserted. That's what this is. That's that mark, okay? Continue that, bro.
Yeah, and it says, it's talking about Esau, the so-called white man. People that's in power, they're able to do this. And it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Showing you that this mark, this RFID chip, is actually prophesied about. It's spoken of in the Bible. It's spoken of in the scriptures. This, all right, this is actual Bible prophecy coming to pass. All right,
it's in the phones too.
This right here is coming to pass.
And
look at this.
we're going to know.
chip antenna. Okay, what's this? Tissue bonding cap. A cap made from a special plastic covering a hermetically sealed glass. You see that?
Yeah.
Then look at the size. Size of a dime. That's something. And this right here is a modern day Yule. If you know what a Yule is basically what they would use. They would bore a hole in your ear, and that Yule was put on you as basically a mark of ownership. All right, that's what this is. Son, that's what this is. This is a mark branding you as property of the beast. Okay, so all y'all that want to take this chip, be my guest. All right, but we ain't taking that.
No, listen, it's in your smartphone too.
During the time of the Roman Empire, they used to have like their soldiers and stuff. They used to like brand them so that you would know that they were like
Of that government, right?
It's like how this depiction they have the barcode, the barcode too. The barcode remembers the said ministers really keep the barcode rejecting that school.
Yeah, like they say in prison, you're not a name, you're a number.
I looked in the Jehovah's Witness magazine, right? And it was talking about how the people in college is being taught how they don't need God, all they need is technology and science. Need God.
Well, this is what they're gonna get. This is gonna be their judgment. Okay? Martial law is already here in the USA because you have the militarization of the police. Of local law enforcement, okay? Local law enforcement are being given military-grade technology right now, okay? So this is going to be their judgment. Everybody that listens to that nonsense about we don't need the Most High. For as it is written in these scriptures, the fool hath believed in his heart that there is no power, there is no God, okay? And Esau, the so-called white man, by nature, he's not a faith-based creature, all right? Not at all. This is where his faith lies, in his weapons, okay? That's where Esau's faith lies, right there. As it is written, it is by thy sword he shall live. So the devil, this so-called white man, he swears by his sword, okay? And this is going to be
of email and cell phone. So the cell phone is crazy, right?
The cell phone is just a resource, okay? This has nothing. The cell phone basically is nothing but a resource that is used by everybody, okay? This right here is the judgment that is coming to this earth. This right here is the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, we already have places that are being built up to actually be concentration camps. Okay? You already have that actually happening right now. You got actual stores. There are videos on this. There are actual large brick and mortar stores that are being shut down and are used as locations that are going to house thousands of people.
Close down Walmart.
Thousands of people. Walmart especially. All right, so this is what's coming. Okay? This is what's coming. This is the time of Jacob's trouble. Right there. That's going to be the Lord using this devil, the so-called white man, to bring judgment on this earth.
Interesting.
Everybody know what's going on. I can't come on to call brother.
Yeah, it's good. I know your hand get tired.
It's all good. Most High strengthens this hand, so thank Most High for that, you know what I'm saying?
He got up out of hair. He got up out of hair.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 1.
Okay.
It said, behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecies which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That's right. Hey, watch the news especially. Everything that we're saying is going to come to pass because it's the Lord that is bringing this to come to pass. When we're out here and we're pushing this word, we're also pushing prophecy. And this is prophecy. This is getting ready to happen, okay? Beirut is in flames, okay? The world is seeing all kind of turmoil left and right. But a lot of us, we're ignorant. We're not looking at these things, okay? Go ahead and finish that, bro.
It said, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
There you go.
Fear not the imaginations. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
That's
that
right.
speak against thee.
There you go. Why? Because they don't know what's coming. They speak against what the Most High is speaking.
So would you call yourselves Israelites?
That's exactly what we are. That's really legitimately what we are. We are indeed the biblical Hebrew Israelites. First things first, in order to do this work, you have to be an Israelite because the Lord is using Israel to bring about Israel.
Look at that. We are all from the, well, I believe the tribe of Judah.
All right? You have to be an Israelite, first things first. And then we're requisitioned to go unto the people of Israel. So therefore, yeah, we are Israelites, not according to our own thoughts and processes, but according to what was revealed unto us by the Most High. The Lord said that we were Israelites, as it is written. In the place where it was said that ye are not the Lord's people, there it will be said that we are the Lord's people. So in this place, we're being called Africans. We're being called all the bywords and by language that this devil is calling us. But those are not our heritage. Look at this. We are not African Americans, West Indians, Haitians. We're none of these.
Right.
These are bywords, right? This is our true identity right here. Okay?
There's 124,000.
And as being this, we're trying to tell our people to come out of this before this happens to them. All right? But only the elect are going to
We
hear
don't
that.
have no control over that, though.
Not at all, because this is the Lord's judgment.
Right.
This is what the Lord is getting ready to bring on the earth. Continue that, bro.
It said, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. This is how they're going to die. This is one of the things that's going to put them to death. Continue that.
It said, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
I will bring plagues upon the world.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
There you go.
For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And you see that. And you see
Let me
that.
say this last thing. Learn everything but the sooners. Get away from the sooners. Learn everything but the sooners. I'm an old head. Okay? Learn everything. Learn this. Learn everything you can learn, but don't get into the sooner. I'm from birth. My third eye was opened up to me when I was a little boy. Right? I'm from birth. I mean, right? So, this is the brother to me.
Verse 7, it says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more, touching it wickedly.
And you're seeing this. And you're seeing this. Like I said, when you watch the news,
I'm trying to remember where it's something.
Yeah, but you know that book that you holding right there, that wasn't